Let's go. Yo guys, welcome out to another video. It's your boy Crow. The Pokemon Direct just happened and there is a lot of information to process. So I'm gonna go over it with you guys and break down each little part that I noticed, let you know what I'm excited for, and I want you to let me know in the comments what you're excited for. So let's jump into this.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. In today's broadcast,
I gotta be honest,
I'd like to touch on two topics.
I was not expecting the level of hype.
Let's get started with the first topic. Have a look at the following footage.
Immediately, they just kicked it off hard. Mystery Dungeon's back! Oh, I'm so excited to jump into this. Jumping forward, 2020. Okay, I love this art style that they're going with. The entire like book kind of background, like the old Winnie the Pooh book art style kind of, and then the 3D renders on top of it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX.
I think this is gonna be super fun. It looks nice. One thing I didn't notice, do they have any Pokemon from, they have Mega Evolutions.
Pokemon Mystery
I didn't
Dungeon
notice any
Rescue
Pokemon
Team
from Sword and
DX.
Shield. It's looking like there won't be any Pokemon from Galar.
It's been about 15 years since Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team, and Blue Rescue Team were released for the Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance systems in Japan.
That's crazy.
But now they will gain a new life as a Nintendo Switch title. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX will be released March 6, 2020.
So it's like a revamp, I guess, of Red
What's
and
more,
Blue
we'll release a
Rescue
demo
Teams.
version on Nintendo eShop, available later today.
So
You'll be
it's
able to
not
carry
new
over your save
games.
data to the full version of the game once purchased.
Okay.
So please take this opportunity to get a sample of the fun. Now, for the other topic,
It's like HD remakes.
I think we'll ask Game Freak to share it with you.
This is where my brain
Mr.
just...
Masuda, Mr. Omori, it's all yours.
I was not ready for the Sword and Shield information that we got today. I thought we were getting info on Pokemon Home, Pokemon Sleep, and new
Hello
raid
everyone,
games.
I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hello, and I'm Amori, also from Game Freak.
We hope everyone has been finding something to enjoy in the latest entries to the Pokemon series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, since their release last November. Our goal is always to deliver lively new adventures that delight Pokemon trainers around the world.
We did our best to fill these titles with fun activities so that our players could have a fulfilling experience. And the Galar
I
region
still
is a
haven't
vast
done
one.
much cooking.
We suspect you've had many new discoveries and fun encounters along your adventure. We've been thinking about how much we'd like it if everyone's Pokemon adventures could go on even longer, with more to dig into and new discoveries to explore. We've been working on plans for some time, in fact. This is why we at Game Freak are now developing the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion
Shouts out
Pass.
to my buddy Azor Ninja
Downloadable
for calling
expansions for the
DLC.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games that will be available for purchase from Nintendo eShop.
Let's go! First time ever.
Until now, we've
DLC.
sometimes released new titles set in the same region as previous games, such as Pokemon Platinum version or Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon.
Enhanced versions are done.
This expansion pass will be different from those games. You'll be able to set out on new adventures using the save data you're already playing with.
We're in the thick of development now, but we've prepared some footage for you.
So something I want to point out about that, they said you'll be able to continue with the save files that you already have. So this is counting on you having already beaten the game before you start this DLC adventure. So everything should be like really high leveled. This should be post-game content. It wouldn't make any sense for it to start back over in levels, because you're going to be done with the game by the time this is out. You're going to have beaten all the gens and become the champion. So this should be all really high level content. So some more difficult battles, that should be fun.
So you'll be able to at least get a feeling for what new experiences await you.
I'm gonna pause a lot and go over things that I see
Please
and kind
have
of
a
break
look.
it down. Okay, so right there, already we see Talonflames coming. We see Talonflame. I'm immediately drawn in by the art. I'm like already so excited to get into this. Galarian Slowpoke. My assumption here is Poison Psychic. Because, well, I'll explain why I say that later. And it does have an evolution. Looks like Galarian Slowbro and Slowking will be available to evolve. So first we see this dojo looking place, and assumedly the master of that dojo. New style of clothing for the trainers to match with the dojo scheme. New hairstyles, colors maybe. Oh yeah. New shoes, everything. I'm excited about that. Oh, that galaxy hat was fresh. All right, let's go. Poison champ, psychic champ. Okay, so right there we saw Volcarona, Kingdra, Dedenne. So personally, I'm very excited about Kingdra because of rain teams. Kingdra has Swift Swim, so I'm excited to see how that changes up the meta. Lycanroc. Let's go! I'm so excited for this! Gigantamax Venusaur! It looks sick! Let's go! Gigantamax Blastoise, shouts out to my boy Cynical Squid. I know he's gonna be hyped for this. But wait, let's get some Gigantamax forms on the new starters. Gigantamax Rillaboom with a full drum set, looking sick. Gigantamax Cinderace, huge ears that extend, and he's standing on a fireball. That's pretty sick. And then we got our boy Inteleon up on this huge water tower, water going all around it, and he actually has a water sniper rifle. So he just like sits up here and picks off targets. The Isle of Armor. So here's the ice area. So everything up to this point is the first DLC. The Isle of Armor is the first DLC. This is the second DLC. All right, we see Reggie's coming back. And then they take it a step further. So my assumption, it's an electric type Reggie. I'm guessing maybe Regivolt, maybe they'll call it. Regicution, Regizolt, something like that. That's pretty sick. I like the look of that one. So we're getting a new Reggie. And then they actually take it a step further, and there's another Reggie. This one appears to be Dragon type under the assumption of this. Maybe Regidragon, Regidragoon, something like that. Let me know what you think the name of these guys will be in the comments. They're both looking pretty sick. I like the designs. So there's a little sneak peek at the, I'm guessing the Slow King variant here. It has something on its head. I'm pretty excited about that one. Got some ice gear for your character. Some new fashion Amoras. So right there, that's pretty huge. We just saw Garchomp on the screen. Garchomp has been a big piece of competitive meta for a long time, and I know some people were really excited to see it gone, and now it looks like it's going to return, so that's going to stir up the competitive scene, I believe. Galarian Bird Trio, Galarian Moltres looks so good. This looks way better than regular Moltres in my opinion. I love this design. From the looks, the guess is Dark Fire maybe. I think it looks sick. I'm really digging it. But look at that. Galarian Articuno. That looks insane. I'm in love with this design. I am in love with it. It looks so good. Maybe Psychic Ice has kind of a psychic vibe. He's got like that wisdom look going on, kind of like an owl. It could also be Dark Ice. I don't know. I'm very excited to see what we get out of that. And then the Zapdos. This one definitely looks Dark Electric to me. He's got that run kind of like a Chocobo here. I like that it's like taller and less emphasis on the wings here, more on the legs. That's very interesting. And it has kind of the shiny color scheme. It's pretty sick. I'm down with it. Oh, wait a sec. That big tree was in the middle of them. So maybe like if you bring in the birds from home or whatever, you go to that tree and it gives them Galarian forms, maybe something like that. We will find out. So the Crown Tundra is the second DLC. Part 1, Part 2. Look at this guy! Yo, he looks sick! I am with that. They look awesome. And here, so this thing gives me super Digimon vibes. There were a few different rabbit Digimon that I remember watching the shows and the movies growing up, and this thing like has super vibes with those rabbit Digimon I remember. So this one is the legendary for Crown Tundra.
What did you think of this first look?
Or for
the Pokemon Sword expansion pass and the Pokemon Shield expansion pass will be composed of the Isle of Armor, planned to be released June 2020.
So we've got 5 months before the first DLC comes out. So my suggestion is, if you haven't completed your Pokedex, focus on that now. Make sure you get that knocked out by the time this DLC comes out. I doubt they'll stop you from getting Shiny Charm with the base Pokedex, but just in case, I would focus on getting that Pokedex knocked out before the DLC comes in June.
And the Crown Tundra, planned to be released in fall 2020.
Fall. My assumption,
if you buy the Pokemon Sword or
November,
Pokemon Shield expansion
if I had to
pass,
guess,
you'll be able to enjoy both as they're released. Each part offers a different adventure, where you'll be able to visit unseen areas of the Galar region and meet new people and Pokemon that live there. There are 2 versions of the expansion pass, one for Pokemon Sword and one for Pokemon Shield. Different Pokemon will appear in the different versions, and you'll also run into some different people and places.
That's kind of how they still do the, like, you know, you had to buy Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. There's still 2 different season passes. You either get the one for Sword or the one for Shield. If you have both games, you have to buy it twice. So that's still kind of in the same vibe of the double games, but I am excited that we don't have to buy entirely new games anymore. It's going to be DLC add-ons now. That's pretty sick.
We're hoping players can continue with the classic Pokemon experience of trading with one another and working together.
Now, without further ado, let's have the director himself present more information on the Isle of Armor and the
This is
Crown
where
Tundra.
they break it down even
Mr.
more
Tani?
and give us some details. I love the look of the first area so much. I mean, the snow area is obviously sick as well, but
Hello, I'm Tani from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass. The Isle of Armor and the Crown
I
Tundra.
want to point out that it's like actually makes me happy to see the person who's like acting as the director over the expansion pass is so young. Someone so young is in such a good position to influence the material that we're getting. That excites me. I feel like he's, not to say that like the older people won't play the games and put in the good work and whatnot, but like someone younger, I feel like is more likely to play the games and know what people want and like check in on the social media to see what people think. It's just an idea, but I think it might be a good sign.
So today, we'd like to show off some designs and concept art to help introduce you to these new areas. Your adventures in Galar are getting even bigger. First, let us introduce the Isle of Armor, which focuses on the theme of growth. Take a look.
The next destination in your adventure is a giant island off the shores of the Galar region known as the Isle
And right there
of
we
Armor.
see Talonflame in the air as well.
This island is full of beautiful nature. You'll find beaches, bogs, forests, caves, and dunes. And of course, you'll find Pokemon that you couldn't previously find in Galar dwelling there too. There's a dojo for Pokemon battles on this island.
We see Sizzlipede, Dreadnought,
And you'll take up an
Rookidee
apprenticeship
around
under the Pokemon
dojo, so
trainer who
nothing new
runs it.
there.
This is Mustard, who will become
Mustard.
your mentor. He's also the mentor of Champion Leon, who you probably know quite well. In fact, Mustard has occupied the seat of champion himself in the past.
So basically in the first one, you're gonna be taking on an apprenticeship at a dojo under this guy who also taught Leon, the champion of Galar that you defeat in the main game, and has also been a champion himself. So we're gonna be learning some cool stuff from this guy. I'm pretty excited to
Also
see.
encounter new rivals among your fellow apprentices.
New rivals.
When playing with the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass, you'll be training with Clara, who is a Poison-type user. When playing with the Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, you will be training with Avery, who is a Psychic-type user. They're both.
This is what makes me sad. I'm on Shield. I want the Poison trainer. Poison's my favorite type. But I think the designs of both characters is really sick.
Training hard so they can someday have a gym and stadium to call their own. Next, we'd like to introduce the legendary Pokemon that will be central to the story. Cubfu.
Cubfu.
It's
So
a
the
fighting-type
legendary we saw a
Pokemon that
while ago,
strives
the
to become
fighting
stronger
bear,
with
it has an
single-minded
evolution.
dedication. As you progress through your training, Mustard will entrust you with this Pokemon.
And so they say that Mustard, the owner of the dojo, gives you this Pokemon. So this is not a Pokemon we have to go catch, find, none of that. It's given to you.
Once you complete
And
your
they-
training together with Cubfu, it will be able to evolve into Urshifu.
Urshifu.
Urshifu is a Pokemon with two distinct styles. There is Single Strike style, a fighting and dark type style that delivers a single strike at blinding speed. There is also Rapid Strike style, a fighting and water type style that focuses on unleashing a torrent of rapid strikes.
Let me know in the comments below which
What's
style
more,
do you
it's
think
been-
you're going to go for, the single strike or the rapid strike? Fighting in dark or fighting in water?
Revealed that Urshifu has a Gigantamax form.
Oh.
Each style will have a different appearance, as well as a different G-Max move. You'll be able to evolve your Cubfu into an Urshifu in one of these two styles, Single Strike.
So I'm thinking I really dig the look on this one, actually. The single strike. They're both really sick. Let me know in the comments below which one you think you're going to go with, if it's a choice, if it's not like a version exclusive type of deal.
Strike style or Rapid Strike style during your adventure. Urshifu is a powerful Pokemon with a brand new ability, and it also has a new move for each of its two styles. Once you've completed your training, bring it with you for some online battles or official competitions.
So I guess that's to say that it will be legal in VGC?
We also want to talk about Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon, final evolutions of the first 3 Pokemon you team up with in the Galar region. During your adventure in the Isle of Armor, these special partners in your teams will be able to Gigantamax. You can look forward to seeing their new forms and new G-Max moves. And as you can see here, we've got even more.
This is exciting. We get apricorns, so we can make all of the rare Pokeballs in the games and get more of them, like the Moon Ball and whatnot. That's very exciting. A new charm is being added, so you gain XP even faster. And then tutor moves
In the works to make sure your journey is as smooth and fun as possible.
I'm very excited about apricorns.
There are new fashion items, and you'll even be able to obtain new looks for your bike.
That's hype for me. I've been asking for the ability to change my bike for a bit. I thought it was weird that you change your outfit in the wild area while you're on the bike, but not the bike itself. So that's really cool.
We hope you'll look forward to the new experiences coming in the Isle of Armor.
I very much do.
Next, I'd like to discuss the Crown Tundra, the second area, which has a theme of exploration. I'm going to show you the information we have at the moment.
This expansion is set in the snow-swept realm of the Crown Tundra. Take a look for yourself at the beautiful scenery of this shining, silvery landscape. As it turns out, the Isle of Armor isn't the only uncharted area waiting for you all in the Galar region.
That was a little
In
graveyard.
this frigid area,
so maybe we'll
with
get some
its
new ghost
towering
types.
winter mountains, people live in small communities that support and rely on each other. Much like on the Isle of Armor, you'll be able to find Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. Fitting right in with this area's theme of exploration, there will be plenty for you to uncover. You might find a strange temple where you least expect it, or maybe spy a mysterious giant tree growing in a place it doesn't seem to belong.
So I'm gonna go on a limb and say my theory is that big tree in the place it doesn't belong, you take the birds there and give it one of the fruits on it and it turns into the Galarian form.
A certain person
That's
will
my
appoint
theory.
you as the leader of their exploration team in the Crown Tundra. You can gear up for adventure, and then head out to explore blizzard-swept fields, and even deep inside Pokemon dens, which you could only previously get a glimpse of during max raid battles. Next, we'd like to introduce Calyrex, the legendary Pokemon you'll discover during your adventure. Legends say this Pokemon once ruled over a part of Galar that included the Crown Tundra. It's characterized by its graceful, regal movements.
I guess it looks...
Get ready to experience a never-before...
So psychic grass type, which... Isn't that the same thing as Celebi? Isn't Celebi psychic grass? I feel kind of stupid right now. The art here looks way less cool than the 3D version. Way less cool. And are they trying to like cross over with Zelda here? That's a Triforce. It's a Triforce inside of a Triforce.
told story.
Yeah, this
about
art
the
makes it look
mysteries
way
of
less cool to me
Calyrex.
than the 3D version.
The Crown Tundra will have a new form of co-op play as well.
Okay.
This will allow you and friends to enter and explore Pokemon dens that exist underground in the Crown Tundra. Deep inside the dens, you may see legendary Pokemon from past games Dynamaxing before your eyes.
So here's some big information.
You'll be
right
able
here.
to meet and
Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Raikou, Entei, Suicune,
make allies of all
Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza,
kinds of legendary
the Lake Trio, Dialga, Palkia,
Pokemon during your adventures in the Crown Tundra,
Thundurus, Landorus, look,
including
all
ones
the
you'll be able to
Tabus.
catch through this
So many. Look, there's Heatron, Zygarde, Latios, Necrozma. There's Kyurem down there.
co-op play. It also appears that some brand new legendary Pokemon are also waiting to be found somewhere in this land.
I can't get over that
And
Articuno.
combined with the Isle of Armor, dozens of new clothing items will be added.
So there, we see that you can. Let me take
Waiting
it
to
back
be
a
found
second.
somewhere in this land. And combined with the Isle of Armor, dozens of new clothing
Here we see we can make our person look just like Marnie or Rose.
items
So
will
we
be
get
added.
some really interesting new
Plus, there will
styles.
be
I'm
new
very
battles
excited
waiting
about.
for you to challenge once you complete your entire game, including the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra.
New battle
We
challenges.
can't go into the details of everything, but we're
Once
working
you
on
complete
planning and
all the
developing
DLC.
new ways to enjoy Pokemon even as we speak. The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra areas themselves are actually two key examples of the things we're working on. Both areas are in fact seamless maps, much like the wild area you can already experience in the Galar region, where players are able to move around freely and control the camera.
So the whole
Of course, you'll be able
area
to connect
is
with
like
other
wild
trainers
area.
and play with them too. There will be Pokemon dens as well, and you'll be able to engage in max raid battles against Pokemon that haven't previously appeared in the Galar region.
So a lot of the new mods they
More
add
to
will
see
be
and
in
do on the Isle of
dens.
Armor and in the Crown Tundra,
Like
than there
bringing
was
from the
even
old
in
games,
the wild
they'll be
area.
available in raid battles.
We'll bring you more information about them in future news reports, so please stay tuned.
What did you think? We at Game Freak are all working hard to bring you new content, so you can spend more time having fun in the Galar region. We hope you're as excited as we are for what's to come.
Thank you, Mr. Tani. On the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra, you'll see some familiar Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. There will be more than 200 Pokemon species that appear in these areas, and you can add to your team, including the legendary Pokemon mentioned before.
So 200 plus Pokemon from before are being added with these DLCs. So the dex is gonna be quite sizable after this.
Additionally, we'll be distributing free updates for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield that will coincide with the releases of the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. These updates will allow people who don't have the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion pass to obtain the Pokemon that appear on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra through other means, such as trading.
So that's really cool. Even if you can't get the DLC, they're releasing an update that allows you to trade with people who have it and get the Pokemon that show up in the DLC on your game. So I'm assuming that includes all the Pokemon brought from like old games. So like now, even if you don't have the DLC, you can get yourself a Garchomp. I'm not sure if that means you'll be able to get all of the new Pokemon, but I think so, just based on what they're going to tell you in a second. I believe that means even if you don't have the DLC, you can get the new Pokemon.
Players will also be able to bring over Pokemon to their games from the cloud service Pokemon Home, as long as the Pokemon appear in the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield expansion packs. Pokemon Home is planned to launch in February 2020.
So next month we get Home.
We intend to release even more details before then, so please wait just a little bit longer.
Finally, we have some more news for our Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield players. Starting today, it seems like you're more likely to run into Gigantamax Colossal, Gigantamax Lapras, and Gigantamax Flapple or Gigantamax Appleton in max
So
raid
we've got
battle.
new promoted raid battles now. We've got Colossal, Lapras, Appleton / Flapple. That's really, really exciting. I don't know if that means the other ones are gone now. So does that mean Butterfree, Corviknight, Cinescourge, and Dreadnought are now going to be no longer boosted or what? But we will be getting to see new ones more frequently. I'm excited because I still don't have that one or the Lapras or the Colossal. I don't have any of these. So I'm really excited about that.
In the wild area. Face these powerful Pokemon with your friends. There will also be a software update going live available later today.
This is huge.
Once you've received the update, head to Wedgehurst Station. In Pokemon Sword, you'll encounter Clara, while in Pokemon Shield, you'll run into Avery. You'll also encounter a Galarian Slowpoke that's wandered in from the Isle of Armor. You can try to catch.
So this, I want to stop and point out this. This is why I think that you'll be able to get new Pokemon even if you don't have the DLC, because they're giving us an encounter with Galarian Slowpoke today. There's an update today. When it's done, you go to that place, you meet the new trainer from the new area, and you get to encounter Galarian Slowpoke, which this is why I think it's poison type, because it used a move right there that looks very much like acid. So my assumption is that this thing is going to be poison psychic, and I am down.
Catch it and add it to your team. Galarian Slowpoke can evolve into Galarian Slowbro if you use an item that can be found on the Isle of Armor, or into Galarian Slowking if you use an item that can be found in the Crown Tundra.
That's super cool.
Don't forget to check it out.
What did you think? Today, we've finally been able to show you some of what we at Game Freak are hoping to achieve going forward. We hope we've been able to get you excited for the continuing adventures waiting for you in the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Each part offers a different adventure. We'll do our best to fill it to the brim with adventures like you've never experienced before.
Whether you're just starting with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, or you've done everything there is to do, we'll do our best to develop something that everyone can enjoy.
So even if you haven't...
Stay tuned for more updates in the future.
So basically they're saying even if you haven't beaten the game and you're still low level, there's stuff for you to do in the new area that will feel appropriate for you. And even if you have beaten it, there'll be stuff for you to do that feels appropriate. So even if you're like high leveled, it won't just be very boring. There's things for you to do at high level as well as the low level. So that's cool.
My thanks to everyone from Game Freak. The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, which contains both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, will be available for pre-purchase on Nintendo eShop later today.
$30. You get both expansions. It's already up for pre-purchase later on today. That's sick. I am so down. You get both DLCs for $30. That's a deal. It's much better than what a lot of people were expecting. I'm very excited about that.
You'll also be able to access Nintendo eShop directly from the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield menu once you install the latest update for your game. As a special purchase bonus, we've also prepared some clothing items that can be used starting today.
Pretty cool.
Pokemon will continue to try new things in 2020 to bring fun and joy to people around the world. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, guys, I am very, very excited about what they gave us today. This direct was so much more than I honestly expected it to be. I expected a home update, a sleep update, new dens, and I was hoping for like some kind of update on like, we know these moves aren't working properly, we're addressing that. It was a pipe dream that they might address shiny odds and let us know for sure if they're working as intended or what. But either way, I'm so excited about what they gave us. I'm so excited for these expansions. Let me know what you're most excited for in the comments below, and which one are you most excited for, Isle of Armor or the Crown Tundra? I think Isle of Armor is really getting my attention right now, although the Galarian birds in Crown Tundra, they look really sick. So let me know what you guys think. I'm very excited, and I can't wait to jump on that adventure with you as well. Peace!